as we head downstairs for our Magri Coaches Show with Associate Coach Scott King. And you know what, Scott? I mean, that first game after the Christmas break, sometimes you don't know what to expect, but you feel kudos to your boys. The effort was there for the majority of the hockey game. Did a lot well, but just couldn't capitalize on some chances.
Yeah, no, it was we played really well. At the end of the day, I thought probably deserved to win. I thought we did a lot of good things in the forecheck, getting pucks back. I thought we in the offensive zone we were hungry on pucks. We got pucks inside and we had really good opportunities at the end of the day. I think, a lot of grade A opportunities that we would have liked breakaways, penalty shots, guys all alone in the slot, and we couldn't get them to go, but we generated a lot of opportunities. So if you do that, more often than not, you're going to be on the right side of the board. And unfortunately, tonight we just weren't.
Do you feel as though you had successful offensive zone puck management, which did at times neutralize the Brandon transition game?
Yeah, I thought we were pretty smart with the puck for the most part. I mean, there's always going to be moments where, maybe it's a bad decision or bad read, but I thought for the most part we were playing the right way and we were on our toes. We looked like a team that was came in here wanting to win this game. So I thought it was a really good effort. I thought it was probably one of the better efforts we've had in a long time. So going to build off that, and it'll be better or it'll be harder tomorrow. Brandon's a good home team, and that you could see that there was some rust in their game as well. So they'll be better tomorrow. But if we can play the same way tomorrow, I think we're going to give ourselves a really good opportunity.
Is that the biggest thing? Consistency going from game to game here in the second half?
Yeah, if we can just get that kind of effort up and down the lineup, game by game basis, we'll be fine. I just thought we looked like a really determined group tonight, and after the first two practices, if you saw those, it was a pleasant surprise. So I thought they played really hard, and it's one of those nights where their goalie, as much as he made saves a lot of the time, we also just hit him, right? So there's chances we're right on top of him. We just managed to hit him. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, and sometimes that happens. But like I said, the effort was very good.
I saw those two practices, Scott. So again, that's why this game kind of felt like it wasn't the norm, I guess, coming after the Christmas break, right? It's always tough the first game to kind of get back into that rhythm, but it felt like for the majority of this hockey game, this team was in full stride.
Yeah, no, it was a good effort. I mean, we did a lot of things well. I thought we were good through the neutral zone with the puck. Without the puck, I thought we were stalling their transition game, their rush game by having people in good spots. And I thought at the end of the day, in the O zone, we were good. We were all over the puck. We were getting pucks back, and in the D zone, didn't think they had a lot of really great A opportunities. We kept them to the outside. We checked well. We were in good spots, and so no, it was a good effort, and they should be happy with that. Obviously, the results are the results, and you always want to win. But I mean, if we can get that more often than not, we're going to be just fine.
Magri Coaches Show with Associate Coach Scott King. Appreciate the time, Scott. Good luck tomorrow in the rematch and Brandon.
Thanks, James.
Back downstairs, Aiden Ziprick, 20-year-old Warriors defenseman outside the locker room. Aiden, I was just talking with Scott King. He said you guys look determined here tonight. Very happy with the effort put forward. I guess I'd like to get your assessment as well on this hockey game.
Yeah, I honestly thought we had a really good game. I thought we were competing the whole game. We had a lot of opportunities, and at the end of the day, we just didn't capitalize. So, all in all, I thought that was one of our best 60-minute games we played in a while. So, that's something to build off of and bring in tomorrow.
How frustrating is it when you're creating but not capitalizing? Even though if there was frustration, you guys continued to push forward and create even more opportunities.
Yeah, I think the frustration just keeps building. I think, time after time, you get good looks, and the goalie makes a good save or you hit the post or something. You just want to keep grinding and try and find one. So, I think we did that the whole game. We just weren't lucky enough to get one.
As you look at tomorrow in the rematch, again, how important is it to find consistency in the effort into tomorrow? Because Brandon, as Scott King was just talking about, and we all know they are a very good home team.
Yeah, I think effort's the biggest thing. I think we know if we're gonna work as hard as we can, we're gonna come out with a win. Like today, we worked our bags off, and we just gotta continue that tomorrow, and it'll be a different outcome.
Aiden, I would like to ask, Brandon blocked a lot of shots, especially in the late stages of the hockey game. You've got a great shot. How or what do you look for to get shots through instead of trying to put it into a shin pad and it potentially goes the other direction?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just trying to move the guy right in front of you. As a D-man, you want to kind of just try and beat the first layer. And, when it's 6-on-5, you just kind of want to try and get it to the net. And try and jam one in. So, they were pretty determined in their own zone at the end there, sacrificing everything, and credit to them, they did that. So, yeah, we just got to kind of try and find our way around it.
Aiden, you are a veteran of the Western Hockey League. You know that starting now, games get harder in the second half. Week after week, games get harder as you try and push towards March and a potential playoff berth, and the games just get even harder when you get to the postseason. How important is it for the rest of your team to understand that the games get harder? And the quicker that everybody gets that, the more success that you guys could potentially have.
Yeah, I think that's huge. Coming back from the second half, that's the fun part of the season. So, we kind of got to go into every game, battling for 2 points and kind of try and work our way up the standings. And everyone in this room wants to make the playoffs and wants to win. So, I have no doubt in my mind that everyone in the room is gonna, give everything they've got coming up. And as a leader, I just kind of got to make sure that stays continuous.
20-year-old Moose Jaw Warriors defenseman Aiden Ziprick. Appreciate the time, Aiden. Good luck tomorrow as you guys get ready to take on the Brandon Wheat Kings.
Yeah, thanks, James.